This question says, suppose that 30% of people own dogs. If you pick two people at random, what's the probability that they both own a dog? Okay. Well, there's a couple of ways you could do this problem. You could, well, how about this? So let's just think about it this way. This is an and question because you want the first person to be that they'll own a dog and the second person owns a dog, right? Because it says you pick two people at random. What's the chance they both own a dog? That means and, right? You just grab somebody at random, out of a crowd, say, hey, do you own a dog? And there's a grab somebody, hey, do you own a dog? What's the chance that the first person is going to own a dog? Well, 30% of the people own dogs. Suppose we're just supposing. So you take that percentage and you make it a decimal like we always do when we use percentages in formulas in our calculator. And then what's the chance the second person owns a dog? Well, same thing, right? Because now what do you do with and? Times. We're going to multiply those. So and means multiply. If you multiply those together on your calculator, you're going to get 0.09, unless I'm mistaken, right? 0.09. 0.09, and that's our answer. So now you might wonder, well, why is and multiply? Well, think about, remember what we did earlier? If you flip a coin, let me just prove it to you by way of question. Flip a coin 2 times. What's the probability that they're both heads? How would you figure that out? Let me just show you by way of analogy. Well, that means heads and heads, doesn't it? And so what's the chance of heads? 0.5. What's and times 0.5? Multiply that together, you get 0.25. Now, that's the formula I told you. But is that really the truth? So as I just did the formula for this, and the answer is 0.25. Is that really the truth? Well, yes, of course it is, because when you flip 2 times, you can get 2 heads, head then tail, or tail first then head, or 2 tails. So what's the chance of 2 heads? Right there, 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4, 1/4 is 25%. See how it's the truth? See how it's working? I'm just showing you another way to give you a feel that and really does mean multiply. If you want heads and heads, it's 0.5 times 0.5, which is 0.25, which is right, because these are the 4 things that can happen when you flip a coin twice. And one of the 4 things is both heads. So 1/4 is 25%, right? So it's right. So and does mean multiply. So when you have and, it means multiply those percentages together. So there we go.